Hi, this is Paula Clark again. I'd like to meet with you and show you my office and where I do all of my business. This is my office. I have 3 desks, as you can see. All of the awards that I've gained over the past few years are on my wall. Can't fit anymore, and I'm not bragging. I just wanted to show you that I am a successful agent here in Bergen County. So here you have it. Now I'd like to talk to you about the most important part of this interview, and that is my clients, my buyers, Eric Fitzgerald and Allison Fitzgerald. They are a lovely couple. I met with them last year when they were engaged, and I was so excited. She was so proud wearing her engagement ring, and I met with them at a house in Westwood that she had found on the MLS in Realtor.com. Now, after she found it, she called me because it came right to my website at paulaclarkrealtor.com. And when she called me, we showed her the house. The house was, let's just put it mildly, it was pretty much a dump. So that didn't work out. So I started to look for all the other homes that she would want to be. Now, location was important because where she's working is in the Bergen County area, Montvale, around that area. And right now she's actually living in an apartment complex that happens to be an apartment complex that I run and also work on all those rentals as well. However, so we started sending different things, and we started to look at all the different homes. We found one home, and although it was very nice, it was very small. It needed a lot of work. We brought in before we made the offer. $325,000 was the offer. The asking price for the home was $350,000. Now, it did need a lot of work, but it was a very cute house and it was in a great location. But after we brought in our inspector, there really was so much structurally wrong with this house that it just wasn't going to work out. So we put it back on the market, and at my recommendation as well, because I didn't want this young couple to be buying a money pit, because that was the most important thing. So we went on to house number 2. We found another house, and it was very nice, and it was a short sale, however. And this house was in Dumont, and the house was beautiful, updated to the 9s, but I really think that they were asking way too much, even for a short sale. Well, they made an offer which was a pretty low offer for $330,000, even though it was listed for $380,000. After making that offer, it was accepted by the seller, and we presented it to the bank. After 6 months of long ado waiting and doing our inspections and following up with our mortgage process and everything, we were told by the bank verbally that it would be approved. So we're excited. We're getting ready for the closing, and she even put in a call to her rental manager that should be leading the apartment. Well, we get a call 2 weeks later. The bank was not accepting it, and they wanted more money. So it was on foot again, looking for another home. So we're looking, and now we found a home, a really nice house in Northvale. I knew it wasn't really a house that they wanted to see, nor were they looking in this area because it was a little further north, and the taxes in this town are a little bit on the high side. But I said, let's go take a look, because this looks like a house that maybe someone else may not be taking advantage of, because there is a baseball field across the street. Now, for them, when Eric saw the baseball field, he was ecstatic. So it just goes to show you that what one person doesn't like, maybe another buyer does. So we went into this home, and I think it was true love. They found this home and to be the most perfect home, but in the back of their mind, they were thinking, what could be wrong with it? It's a good price. If we could get it for $320,000, maybe this will work out. So here I was. I got everything together. I wrote up the contract and presented it. We went back and forth a couple of times before the seller was willing to accept it. The seller had paid a bit more than she had purchased it for, but that's what's happening in today's market, unfortunately. Anyway, it was finally accepted, and we had an inspection. There were a few items that needed to be checked out, and there were a couple of items that really needed to be replaced, such as water issues in the crawl space. Well, we did rectify the situation. We got a credit for $5,000. They negotiated us actually down to $4,000. We settled on $2,500. So that worked out. We're waiting for our closing now. They're so excited. I'm so excited for them because it's been a long time and a long wait for them to actually find the home of their dreams. They brought their parents over on both sides. We've become very close. We all know each other very well. And it's funny because I'm about 6 feet tall and they're about 6 feet and 6 feet 1. So when we go in to look at a house, it's like the Amazon family. It's pretty funny, but I've really enjoyed working with them. The challenge was finding a house that they liked, that didn't need too much work in the price range that they were looking for. The good news is that in the 1 year that they were looking, prices did come down a bit. So they were able to buy the home that they liked for less money, and it was an updated house. There were a few tweaks here and there they're going to have to take care of when they move in, but overall, the house is a great house. I am so excited for them, and I cannot wait till we all go to the closing table and I meet with them. And the saddest part will be that I won't see them as often or talk to them as often as I do now. And that's the one thing that I regret every time I leave my clients and I find them a home. But I do try to keep in touch. I'd like to say that I really hope that you consider me the realtor for this HGTV show, which I absolutely love. My husband and I, Kevin, do not miss it. My son, Dean, who works in Hoboken, actually, in the Coldwell Banker office. It's a family affair. Also, we don't miss it. We have it on our DVR, taped all the time between House Hunters and some of the other shows. So we totally know how it all works. We're excited about it. We have a passion for this business, and you can call me anytime. I'm always around. My cell phone number is 201-280-0056, and I look forward to hearing from you real soon. Have a phenomenal day. Bye, HGTV.